What's going on, everybody? Tyler and Sean here, Coffee and VR. Thanks for joining us again. Glad to be back. And man, I could just keep listening to that freaking song, dude. I know. I was rocking out as we were loading in. I'm like, can we just roll that a little longer, man? But I know it's bad. It's a problem. But glad to be back. I've got my coffee. I really do need it. I haven't been drinking a lot of coffee this week. I don't know. I've been trying to stay off the caffeine, kind of as you, Sean. I've had some.
I haven't had much.
Infections in my leg, and I've been a mess too. So
I haven't had much coffee. And the coffee that I have had, I've had very, very weak coffee. So if you're on our Discord, today is the first day that I'm having a vanilla latte from my most favorite local place. I'm so excited about this. I don't know if I'm going to pay for it or not. You know, this highly caffeinated espresso in here. We'll see what happens, but I'm super excited. It'll probably get me pretty amped up today. So if I'm on another level, blame the coffee. But I'm very, very excited for this coffee.
Whatever
so excited.
It takes, I know.
Yeah, so excited. So,
yeah, but if you're new joining us, we really, really do appreciate it. And I guess we've kind of swapped. Sean and I were just talking. You know, we've done the Patreon thing and stuff, which we really do love.
Yeah, we appreciate too all the patrons. We did put so I started this kind of a vlog series if you guys want to check that out. And we originally put it just on the Patreon because it's kind of a test thing. It wasn't. Yeah. I was just playing around with it. I still didn't have much of a voice, so we ended up making it public on YouTube. If you haven't checked that out yet. Yeah, but I have plans for the Patreon. I'm gonna put a lot more stuff up there, just little behind the scenes clips and stuff like that. But I wanted to thank our Patreon members because we've had some that we don't have a ton of them, but we've had some that have been around for a long time. And we truly appreciate them. Justin, a.k.a. Rizzle Rock, huge supporter. He's probably one of our biggest supporters. We appreciate him so much. He's been around since January 29th, 2020 on Patreon. So that is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
That's legit, yeah.
Harry Skiva, a.k.a. Skiva. He's been around since February 2020. Thank you so much.
Huge contributor to the VR community.
Yeah. Juha Lena. I'm not sure. Some of these people I don't know their like YouTube names and Discord names. Been around a long time as well. Jesse Custer, thank you so much. And our latest one, Arthur Knox, just joined yesterday. So seriously appreciate that so much. But I didn't mean to cut you off. We got something new that we're kind of excited about if you want to talk about that.
We do. Yeah. So we have this little thing now with, we're very coffee themed and we're huge coffee drinkers. Coffee. And just to even go back, coffee isn't like our shtick. We're not trying to do anything on YouTube. This is what Sean and I have done for the last 5 years at this point. We get up on Saturdays, drink coffee, and play VR. I mean, we sit here and BS for too long drinking coffee. So we've kind of opened up this thing which is called Buy Me a Coffee, which is great because the turnaround actually really supports our channel, and it really fits our channel. So we just want to throw it out there. We think it's an awesome thing. And it definitely helps, us, and we really appreciate it because it's literally down the hatches for coffee.
Yep, the link is in the description. It's just buymeacoffee.com. It works through PayPal. You can buy one coffee, you can buy 5 coffees, whatever. Just a cool way to donate. And we did set it up so hopefully if anybody does do the Buy Me a Coffee thing, there should be an alert that comes up on the stream. We set that up this morning. Hopefully it works. We don't know for sure yet. We've only had one person buy us a coffee, and that was my wife on the day we set it up. So it's kind of cool. Hopefully you guys will like the idea. It's kind of something a little bit different. But so what have you been up to this week? Let's talk about into this week a little bit.
Okay, so this week have been playing. We did go on a ski trip because you and I took last weekend off to spend it with our wives and stuff. So we went skiing, and holy crap, we drove into a snowstorm, like a legit snowstorm. And the mountain we were on was called Powder VR.
What? No, just like the game? I was like, oh, no way. That'd be so cool.
No, that'd be nice. I did take my Quest though, actually, with us, and I let somebody play. And, we had that discussion, I think it was last week, about whether or not to buy Saints and Sinners. I did. I actually purchased it on the Quest, too, now.
And it does have cross-buy, I guess. It does have cross-buy on Oculus, I didn't realize that. Yeah, unfortunately, I bought it on Steam originally.
Right. So I did buy that and took it, which was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun trying that. And he's a big he's into guns and shotguns. So I'm like, this is a perfect game. Give him a knife. Give him a gun. He'll have a lot of fun. So it was really cool to watch him try it and learn. But the skiing was incredible, or snowboarding. I snowboard. But it was a blast. It was so much fun. Tons of snow. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. But yeah, good time.
Yeah, I did have a picture too from your
I've been playing some Population 1, 2. Yeah, there you go. Man, it was a frick snow, dude. And that was all just overnight too. I mean, it was legit powder.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've been playing Population 1 still, which it's still just my pickup go-to. And I've played some Assetto Corsa, and I didn't jump into Automobilista. I just didn't want to go through the setup time,
Right.
Again, it's just the time of entry into VR, man, as we talk about.
Talking about some car stuff, some sim racing stuff. I actually picked up, because right now I have the what do I have? The Thrustmaster TMX Pro with the TH8,
right.
gated shifter. And I picked up because I love the thing. It's great, but I have a couple issues with it. The way I have a play seat challenge, and the way it mounts, it only has a clamp set up instead of a bolt on the bottom. So it kind of sits too far forward, and I can't get it to scoot back because it won't bolt to it. So that's one issue. The other issue I have, and other people haven't, is when I go into a game, it always takes me a while to set it all up, get the shifter working, get everything working right. Yep. I end up getting frustrated. I don't want to take the time to set it up, so I don't use it as much. Well, I came across a killer deal on the one you have, which is the Logitech G920. And I really like that wheel too, because I've used yours, and you seem to have better luck setting it up and getting it in game quick and not having it, like, it just recognizes it. So I got a really good deal on one of those. I haven't got it in yet. That should be in pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I don't know if I think what I'm probably going to do is sell the Thrustmaster, and because it's still worth some money. I got the TH8 shifter. It's awesome with that thing. So that's kind of my plan, but I'm looking forward, and hopefully, because Tyler's always trying to get me into some racing games, so hopefully that will get me into some more racing games a little bit easier. So I'm excited for that. We'll see how that works out, but I just want to throw that out there. So
yeah, it works really well. I've had almost no issues with anything. Every once in a blue moon, I have something where I need to either recalibrate it. But it's usually on newer games that drop, you know, when we get like a new release come out, and maybe it's not all integrated. But I love it, and I highly recommend it, especially for the price. You got it crazy cheap, man.
Yeah,
I don't know how you even found it that cheap.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, it's a great wheel. Highly recommend it. You do have to buy the shifter separate.
Yeah,
as
it
well,
doesn't have a shifter, but it's like 60
honestly,
bucks for a shifter.
I don't use the shifter hardly that much. I mean, the cars that I run, I'm all paddles, man. So I don't know. I have it, but I don't really use it. It's more of novelty for letting people try it, I guess. But for car guys, but
man, this coffee is so good. I just gotta it's just hitting the spot. It makes me so happy. I've been dying for one of these for so long.
Oh, Saytech X52 said he's I just finished Flying Circus World War One sim on my Reverb G2. That would be cool. Oh, dude,
Josh Collins, so he bought us a coffee.
Man. Cheers,
You're gonna need some fuel for when Pop One update drops. I didn't even know you could put a message in there too. We didn't know how that was gonna work, so that is awesome.
Cheers,
is that who that was? And just so you know, there's a special little sound that happens when that happens, and if somebody can guess where that sound came from, maybe there's something in there special for you or something. Maybe we'll do something, because you should recognize the sound, but I don't know how many people will pick up on it. But sorry.
So I'm gonna have to jump into that, dude. That's really cool. World War One sim, flying sim.
Yeah, and he's talking about the G2 as well. We have something in hand for the G2 that we're very, very excited to talk about. We're not allowed to talk about it yet because it's under NDA. It's basically a prototype phase right now, but it improves the G2 quite a bit. So if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're like 100 people away from like 6,000. So hopefully we can hit 6,000 subs this week. You know, we haven't done the show. We missed a bunch of shows. We haven't been putting out content because I've been sick, and that's about to ramp up. So hopefully we can gain some traction again. But thanks so much, Jay, for that, for buying us. I think that's super cool. I'm glad it worked.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know the message thing too. That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's so awesome.
Sweet.
It's really cool. So we got a lot of stuff to get into today, though. We reminiscing a little bit and catching up a little bit because we've missed some shows, but I've missed doing the show like crazy. It drives me nuts to not be on the show. I just love it so much and hanging out with everybody, so I'm so glad to be back. But one of the things that we didn't get to talk about last weekend because we weren't here is the Vanishing Grace game that came out.
Yeah.
And so that launched last week, and I've been lucky enough to play it a little bit. And I've had some issues, but it wasn't because of the game. I think I've been having some issues with version 25 on the Quest, the latest update. Yeah, I've had some crashes and stuff, and I've been on Reddit, and I've seen that other people have had issues with it as well. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I've had some game crashes, and not just in this game. There's been a couple games that I've had game crashes in. Which
interesting. Are you maxed out on storage?
Oh no, I bought the big Quest, so I got a ton of room still.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, I got a ton of room still, so it's not that. It's something with version 25, and I asked on our Discord, and other people have said that they've had an issue with it too. So it wasn't just me. But I really like Vanishing Grace. It's I haven't got too far into it yet. Because I haven't had the time. This week coming up, I'm gonna have some more time to deep dive into a couple games and a couple things I've been wanting to do. But I like the game a lot. I think the puzzles are they're not too hard, they're not too easy, they're fun. I think the ship, I love. Ship. Yeah, I absolutely love the ship. I love getting in the ship.
I like the boomerang too, man. Yeah. I like how the boomerang works for getting energy and stuff. I really think that's a cool concept.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's a good game. I can't remember what it costs now, like $30 or something like that. But I think it's a good pickup. I mean, I haven't finished the game yet, so I don't know how long it is or anything. I've just, gotten into it a little bit and looking forward to playing it some more. But one good thing is that they've already done some updates. So they're already listening to the feedback from people. And one of my gripes is that I think it was the smooth turn. There was only snap turn, which every game that comes out, I feel like it needs to have all the options. We talk about that, but they've already added smooth turn. So they've done they update. I don't know if the update, if it's available now. So this is 1.02 patch notes. They added smooth turn, added more options to the menu before entering the game, added a circle to the floor to let players know if they leave the play area's center in joystick mode, added a sound effect that allows the players to know when they can't enter the craft, added a sign so the gas station puzzle is easier to understand, improved light baking, and then just a bunch of bug fixes. So I'm glad to see they're updating it. They're listening to the community. They added smooth turn, which I always am a fan of.
See, I don't have an issue with that because I physically turn all the time. I don't use any stick turning. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm still not. I still haven't trained myself enough for that because I've played wired VR for so long.
Yeah, but even with wired, I mean, I'm getting better, did it. I always did. I like the realism. I like to turn. It gives you not no motion sick that way, but I feel like it was jarring for some people, and I just kind of adapted to it. I don't know, man. It's just different.
J-Dub. Whoa, J-Dub bought 3 coffees. J-Dub bought 3 coffees. Can't wait for the Pop 1 update. I cannot wait for it.
We're going to talk about that too. I'm so stoked for that, and we've got some plans for the drop of it too.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to stream it because it comes out this Thursday. So.
Yep. Oh, are we gonna get the private lobbies? Ooh, we could all get in together.
Oh. I hope so. I know Tyler said they've been working on that, but
yeah, it'd be so sick. We could literally fill a lobby probably in minutes, probably if we could. That would be so much fun though. But then what do we do if we go in with a private lobby? Do you just wait then? I guess you can spectate, which that would be kind of cool too. Actually, that would be really cool.
Am I saying that right? Bought you 3 coffees. Shawns back, and Tyler needs some warm up from his ski trips.
Dude, I do. Awesome. I wish I had that other picture. Oh my god, the first day, it looked like fog, right? Like you couldn't see more than 100 feet or something.
Yeah.
It was like ice crystals in the air. And everything was covered in a layer of ice. The goggles, I was like chipping away at my jacket. Yeah. It was nuts.
I mean, there's been weather crazy all over the U.S. I mean, we lost power one day because of ice. We had 2 weeks in a row we had ice storms that came through. The first time knocked out power. Luckily, we have a generator, so we were okay. We had power. We had no power for about a full day, maybe a little longer, but it worked out okay. But Texas, I mean, it's been crazy weather everywhere. So, go ahead.
Oh, Ubadiah is Rizzle.
Oh, what?
Dude, cheers, man.
Is it? Oh, I didn't recognize the name.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, seriously, Rizzle Rock is like our biggest supporter ever. I don't know if he was here for the shout out, for the Patreon shout out and everything, but he is
We couldn't be here if you guys didn't share our videos and Rizzle Rock didn't support us. Those are the two things.
Yeah, right. He's a huge supporter. And also, talking about Vanishing Grace, I don't want to get too far off of that, but we do have a code to give away for this.
Yeah.
This is an Oculus code. So this one should be just redeem code, not redeem gift code. This was sent by the developers, so that should be Paradise Decay, PD. He said we need to start a tea fund.
Oh my gosh.
Those UK people.
I just finished the poll and nobody was drinking tea. I was actually surprised.
I saw that.
That's crazy.
67% coffee, 32% nothing, and 0% tea. So yeah.
I think Spry Guy said it. I'm like, no tea at all.
I've actually been drinking a lot of tea lately because of I've been drinking some turmeric ginger tea. If you watched my vlog thing, that's been helping my stomach out a little bit. So, but I'm doing pretty good. Lots of improvements. So happy about that. But hopefully somebody gets that Quest code for Vanishing Grace. I think it is a really good game. I look forward to finishing it and playing through. I absolutely love the ship. I know.
look, all of it, dude. So
I know
good.
the reviews were a little bit mixed on it. Some people weren't so impressed. Some people really loved it. But I like this art style. Yeah, I like this. Just the feel of the game and the ship, and I think they did pretty good.
It's a quest build game. I mean, I think it looks amazing. I mean, I do. I mean, I think a lot of people are getting so accustomed. Holy crap, what is happening? We have
two at the same time. I told you that might happen. You're like, oh, that's not gonna happen.
That'll never happen.
So we got Steve XM said, glad to see you back. Cheers to 2021. So definitely cheers to 2021. It was a rough 2021 start for me, but hopefully it's up and over now. I don't know. I missed it. We need to move those. We got problems. We got major problems. Yeah, repeat that coffee thing in chat. We got major problems now. So we'll have to figure that out afterwards. But, oh man, it's crazy. Craziness. But let us know what you guys think of Vanishing Grace. Let me know who got the code. I'm interested to see. Is Vanishing Grace eventually coming to the PC? Mepper asked, and I can't remember now.
They've talked
about it, but I don't think it's really their focus. But I'd be surprised if it doesn't. But their main focus was Quest, and I can't say I blame them. I mean, that's where the money's at. They're going to make
100%.
Yeah, they're going to make the money on there.
Absolutely.
So.
I still think that anything could just be ported over then at that point.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. I mean,
I agree.
Obviously it takes some work with stuff, but I mean, I don't know. I think it would play great on PC. Let's see, who was it in chat was talking about I can't just escaping me. I'll find it. Was the puzzle one.
Mist?
No. Awaken.
Awaken. That looks really good.
Coming to PC. Yeah. What the date of that? 25th or something like that, I think too. Somebody was mentioning in chat. Artful maybe? Could have been Artful. Yeah, it was Artful. Yep, the 25th February. Yeah. Yep, which again, another really, really cool game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I haven't played that one yet, but we talked about that on the early trailers and stuff, and it looked really good. So
it was Rizzle again with the coffee. What is happening?
He said, tried to get another one in there on the screen, and I got covered. Oh, that's awesome. Gosh. He's awesome.
Anyway, I know. So all right. What do we got next, man? What do you want to get into?
I don't know. We got so much stuff.
No Man's Sky? What about No Man's Sky, dude?
What, you want a friend? You want a pet? You want a companion? Is that what you want?
I want a little pet to follow me. Maybe not little. Did you see some of the
Oh, yeah. Some of them are huge. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. This is ridiculous. And like just to follow you around and stuff, I'm sure they have to help you in some way.
Yeah. So I made some notes. Yeah, I jotted some notes down because I haven't played this yet. I don't know that I can get back into No Man's Sky because it is so in-depth. It takes so much time. And we spent a lot of time in it when it first came out. And I learned a lot of stuff of how to do everything. And I have no idea now. Oh, my goodness. Rizzle Rock said third time is a charm.
I know, seriously. Am I going to have to drink
I'm going to be able to buy more of these. Oh, my favorite coffee ever. It's so cool.
Oh
Thank you so much, Rizzle. It came through twice. I don't know if he did it. Oh my goodness.
Are you sure it came through? Okay.
He's breaking it. He's breaking the system. So some updates for this game though. Like I said, if I go back into this game, all of the stuff that I learned before playing this a bunch, I don't remember. So I have to go back through. I have to remember how to even get fuel for my ship, all that stuff. Like it is a process. This game. This is like one of them kind of Skyrim kind of games that you get into and you can spend like a lifetime in this game. You can spend way too much time because there's endless amount of things you can do. There's endless amount of things you can learn, and they're constantly updating. I mean, this is another completely free update that has come out for No Man's Sky. And in this build, so this is like the pet companion update. And so let me read a little bit about this. So as you build a bond, your newfound friend can help in different ways like scanning for resources, digging up treasure, or even lighting the way in dark places. They can also mine for materials themselves. Should you kit them out with a shoulder-mounting mining laser, which could help reduce some of the busy work that helped makes up No Man's Sky's survival element. So that's really cool. They're also adding a breeding mechanism where companions can lay eggs and then be incubated and eventually genetically altered. Plus, you're able to trade eggs with other players.
That's pretty cool.
That's
that would be
that
would be crazy. Can you make your own breeds or just make the same?
Well, it says it can be genetically modified, so you should be able to.
Like, look at that. Look at that one. That's incredible.
Ridiculous.
My thing is how do you get them from planet to planet? Do they like jump on your ship with you?
I have no idea. Wormsworth.
Things, though.
Wormsworth donated for that.
Man.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
I love all the coffee. We had this animation where we moved this for this show. We were trying to move some stuff around where the coffee comes out, and it was a show a long time ago that we didn't keep it there because there was a video on the screen and it made it look like the person in the video was peeing into the coffee.
That was amazing.
And I just remembered that when I saw that there. So Reckoner's
still in here. Yeah. Have you tried this yet? I want to know if he's tried this personally because it's out, right? I know it's out. Yeah.
So he said
it was an update that got pushed.
Yeah,
right?
he said not too interested in the companions, but the performance seems much better now. So that's good because there was some performance issues back when we first started playing this.
Yeah, we had pretty good GPUs though. So
yeah, we had pretty good luck with it, but I mean there was still, like anything else with a game like this, it takes some time and some optimization. So I'm sure it runs probably better now than it ever has. So
yeah, man,
if I could just get some time, I would love to get back in there. I mean, it's multiplayer too. Yeah. Like this game it ticks so many boxes for so many things of just being an absolutely fantastic flat and VR game that this game is on another level. There's not many things.
I can cruise the ships for hours on planets that have like rocks and just carving around them and stuff. And I just, the stuff I end up doing forever in this game is,
there's so much to it. Rizzle Rock said he was the one that made it pee in the cup.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So this is cool. I mean, I'm sure these updates are going to keep coming. There's no sign that they're going to stop. Who knows what's going to be next, but I love it. I mean, I just wish I had time, and I wish I could remember all the things to do in this game because I don't
Honestly,
remember.
I think the only dream thing and the thing that would draw me back instantly is 2-person ships, right? Or 4-person ships.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. Where like you and I could jump in one together.
Is that not in there? I don't even know. They've done so many updates now.
No, they did that with Elite, I think, but it didn't really work well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Elite Dangerous. I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever got that to work actually.
Yeah, we tried that. I think in the.
Yeah.
What game did you say?
ED.
Elite Dangerous, that one.
That one.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, this is kind of similar to Elite Dangerous in a way, but this is.
It is.
I mean, No Man's Sky to me at least is way more advanced.
But still, I think Elite is very much more a technical game, though. So, I don't know, like all the mining and stuff with the scoops and everything. I mean, I think that part of it is really cool. I think the ship interactions in flight, there's way more in Elite Dangerous. And it's still a great game. And that performed great on 1060s, right?
I mean, Elite Dangerous has been out in VR for a long time. So,
right.
And Elite Dangerous to me is way more boring than No Man's Sky. It was never really my cup of tea, but I never got into it. Well, a lot of people did. You loved it. I mean, a lot of people love Elite Dangerous. So to me, I would rather spend my time in No Man's Sky than Elite Dangerous for sure. But it's a great game. So Steam code, hopefully somebody get that doesn't have that yet. You could get another game you get lost in and spend way too much time in, that's for sure. So but
James Darkwood said, could you name the pets? Yeah, I wonder.
Like actually have it show up on the screen and stuff?
Like, can you name it that thing that follows me around or won't leave me alone or something,
Maybe.
random? I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
Kind of cool.
I don't know. Another so we got another game coming that is a remake that is coming to VR, and this is System Shock 2, and this trailer is like the old original version. So as far as I know, this is not the version coming to VR. It's going to be the enhanced version. So this is going to be an enhanced, redone version of this game. But
look probably too off. I mean, too much.
Yeah, I don't know how good it'll look. I couldn't find any trailer for what that's supposed to be. But they said that the upcoming enhanced edition will have big, drastic upgrades over the re-release. It will be a complete source port to the studio's KEX engine and will also feature various fidelity improvements as well as better co-op and multiplayer. So it is going to have co-op and multiplayer with the VR version. That is awesome. That's the one thing that got me a little bit excited about this.
Yep.
So it's going to include the multiplayer mode, will be fully playable in VR along with motion controllers. So you're not using a gamepad or anything like that.
Right.
And that means that the game will allow VR players to play with PC players in multiplayer as well. So that's pretty cool.
Right.
I don't have any crazy news on this. I just thought it was kind of cool, and this is something that's supposed to be coming this year. So
I think all these like ports from old stuff is amazing. I mean, like to go back, we talked about Doom 3 and stuff, and now we're seeing the iteration of like GoldenEye 2, which is awesome.
And Doom is awesome. So
Doom is amazing. If you haven't, again, you need to play that. It's incredible. Doom 3 on Quest is just amazing. I love that. But I love all these games. Like reinvigorating, like these companies that want to push an old game into the new technology, I think is great. And we're going to get into that too in a little bit. I'd like to with the guns and stuff, because these haptic guns kind of give me the same thing, bring back these old school feels, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But yeah, this again, the ports, I'm just loving
I think we need to see more.
I mean, especially the hand controls too.
Yeah, and I would really like to see some official stuff on the Quest, because some of these older games are so much easier to make run on the Quest, and they're fantastic games. The games that you've played flat that you get to step back into, and it's just a mind-blowing experience when you have memories of seeing that game and then you're inside of it. So I think there's so much potential for the Quest, especially for older games. And we haven't seen any official store ports yet that I can think of. There's been side quest stuff and all of that, but hopefully, we can get some of those titles, because I mean, even some of these game developers, if they could do it officially in-house, and build it for VR, that's another revenue stream of a game you've already built. If you can just put some money into bringing it to VR.
And we've seen companies do it. Just hire a company that does VR developing for the port side of it. Let them handle. They know what the controls need to be. They know how to do the vignetting or how the controls work and what they need to be. Just let them do it. Don't try and do it in-house. Do the port, sure. Do it.
I just mean like
keep
official.
It under your
know what I
name.
mean? Like so it's licensed and it's fully, able to be put on the store and everything. So but I think that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah. I've also been playing some App Lab stuff. I've been playing around with that. And we're actually starting to get some. Well, I mean, it is side quest still, but I've been doing it through App Lab, and I've been kind of keeping track of what games come out on there, because it's a cool way to try some stuff out, and I like trying new stuff out, And I told my sister that they have a Quest, that my nephews use. It's kind of a family headset, and I told her about it. I sent her a link to a webpage that shows all those, and she was like, well, how would anybody ever even know about these games, to be able to play? So I kind of explained it to her and all of that, and at the same time, when I was explaining to her, I told her that it's a good and a bad thing, because, I want them to have more exposure. I want them to be easier to find on App Lab and everything like that. But at the same time, I go to Steam. I used to go to Steam all the time and see new releases. I go to Steam rarely now and look at new releases, because 80 to 90% of stuff on Steam is crap. And I mean, at least Oculus, I think they need to be less lenient. But at least the store isn't full of crap. Steam is like, I mean, every time you look at new releases, it's mostly all crap. And sometimes it's like, I don't even want to look anymore, because it's too hard to weed through something that might be decent.
So in the early days, you had the pioneers of VR, people wanting to push stuff or try stuff that were really passionate about VR. Now, I think you get these companies that are like, well, this is where it's going. Let's just make it a VR game, or let's make a quick VR game or something just to get a buck out of it. And I agree. You have to weed through a lot more stuff.
So, I mean, and at the same time, sometimes I'm glad to be able to go to the Quest store and be like, new arrivals, and know everything's at least should be halfway decent. But at the same time, there's a lot of really, really good stuff that should be on the Quest store that's not on the Quest store. It's like a double-edged sword for me, and I don't know how I feel about it. But anyways, that wasn't part of my topic. Part of my topic was playing some App Lab games. And one of them that I was playing that I really liked is Pickup League Hockey. This is
I
sweet.
haven't tried this. Yeah, I know. And this looks awesome. I think this looks really cool.
It's not easy. I'm not good at it, but it is really cool. And it's a free to try Pickup League Hockey on App Lab. You just search it. You can download it. And it's multiplayer. So I think it is 3 versus 3. I haven't got to try the multiplayer yet, because I was on really weird hours real early in the morning, and nobody was on. So I was just doing the practice stuff. But it feels really cool, because it's a little bit different of a movement mechanism. And kind of a little bit gave me the feeling of like Echo VR, which is something completely new, but maybe not on that level. But you're sliding on the ice, and it gives you the feeling of sliding, you know what I mean? And you can kind of hit a button to like stop quick, or you can slow down. But I mean, like when you let off the button to go forward, you don't stop instantly, because you're sliding, you know what I mean?
Feels slick. Yeah,
it feels good. I like the feel of it. It's tricky. Like I said, I'm not real good. The controls take some getting used to all that movement system. So I think if you got good at it, the multiplayer could be a lot of fun. And it's still, it's basically early access, it's not perfect, but the arena scale, like you feel like you're in an arena. Like I feel like it's the size of an arena, but pretty close at least. Like it gives me that scale and feeling.
Like kind of like 2MD does a little bit with their arena, how it gives you the feels of that. Like
kind of. I don't know. Almost even more of a, because you have free motion to move all around, where in 2MD, you can't. I mean,
right,
you have running plays
that.
and stuff like that, but
That's
this you're free to go anywhere. And
right.
but I mean, the physics with the hockey puck feel pretty good. Obviously, still needs a little bit of work, but I think it's really cool. It's free, so anybody can play this, and I think it's worth downloading and trying. It's easy to do. It's why not? I think it's really cool. I think it has potential. Sure. And I think it's cool to see sports games because we haven't seen a lot of actual dedicated sports games in VR. We've seen little mini games and stuff like that, but I mean, this is pretty much like a full-on hockey game. I think it's really cool.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. It looks awesome. I love it. It's just, I would love to have something like this. Like, wasn't there a Blitz hockey? I think back in the day at one time.
Yeah, but not a VR. You mean just a
no. Back in the day.
Well, there was Blitz football. I don't remember if there was a Blitz hockey.
Wasn't there a hockey? I'm
sure there was
like a hockey. But I used to play the crap out of some hockey games back on Sega. Was it Sega? 64? I forget what, man. But I used to love me some hockey games. I don't know. That and soccer. Oh,
yeah.
So good.
Gaming science teacher is talking about Baby Hands too. I haven't tried that one yet. That's another App Lab game.
Oh yeah,
I need to try that one.
Right.
She said Baby Hands has Rugrats written all over it, which I love Rugrats.
Right.
I used to watch that show, so I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, I got to try that one. There's a lot of stuff I haven't tried yet, but I'm just getting back into VR now that I'm getting better, and I feel like I just want to gobble up everything. Like I just want to experience everything. It's I don't know. It's great to be able to play again and have the energy to stand
there
up.
We go.
So.
Vandal X nailed it. NHL hits.
Oh, nice.
That's what it was. It was hit. Because I remember you could like fight and everything. I mean, it was legit.
Well, I know in this it said something about body checking where you can toggle on and off where you like black out or something like that if you like body check somebody. So like I said, I haven't played the multiplayer yet, so I don't know how that'll be, but I think it's kind of cool if you can rough some people up a little bit.
Yeah, if they could iterate like if you check somebody or get too close to them, it like everything goes black and the lights go on you and you're like duking it out with them and like you get hit and your teeth go flying out and stuff like that.
Oh man, pretty cool. So there's also another one coming, and I'm guessing that's the same people, but I don't know because this is called Pickup Basketball. So another one's Pickup League Hockey. This is alpha footage, but this is essentially a full basketball game in a sense. And yeah, I think this is supposed to be so it's going to be 1v1, 2v2, 3-point contest, horse, free shoot, gym, street, Paris, skyrise, rooftop courts, available at launch. And I believe this one's coming to PC VR. I don't know if there's any plans for Quest on this one. Oh, they're working on a Quest version. So working on a Quest version, hoping for second quarter 2021. And I don't know if that's going to be an App Lab game. I don't know if that's going to be an official Quest store.
So, all right, I will say I would never look at this game and think I like playing basketball game. But from my two real experiences, one being Contractors and two being the mod for Robo Recall, I love playing basketball in VR. I don't.
That actually wasn't a mod. You could play it. They had the basketball
was it a mod?
Hoops. No.
I thought that was after the mods. Oh, was that part of it?
So no, that was in the game. There was basketball hoops and there was basketballs laying around. You could shoot the robot heads in the basketball hoops. But what we did, I think the mods we had was the free locomotion and the jumping. So you could actually do like jump shots and stuff like that.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
That's what the mod was. But that actually, talking about that was, for me, the best basketball shooting experience I've ever had is Robo Recall. I'm not very good at Contractors basketball. I usually can't make it in. But Robo Recall actually had really good basketball physics. So I'm hoping this game kind of took something from that. And if you go way back in our videos, I did a dude perfect basketball video inside Robo Recall, just playing around where I was trying to pull off all these trick shots, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping this game does take some of those basketball physics from Robo Recall, just because I could shoot the basketball in that, and this in the trailer, it shows jump shots, which I think is fantastic. I don't want people to skimp on motion sickness. I want the full experience if I can do it. So jumping in VR is one of my favorite things to do. Contractors as jumping. I think jumping is a great feeling in VR. I love that. So
it is.
This is cool. So I'm excited. I'll play this. I will definitely check this out. Obviously excited for the Quest version because of wireless. I mean, if you're playing a basketball game, like you said, you don't want to use stick movement. You want to be quick. You want to physically turn. So that is going to be a so 226 on Steam, second quarter 2021 Oculus Quest. What they're saying.
It would be cool to have like even a dribble almost where you could actually dribble the ball. I mean, you can get that off the controllers and stuff.
Yeah,
the gyros in it. So something maybe different.
Definitely make it more difficult, but.
Maybe to move, you know what I mean?
Had to dribble, like, so you couldn't travel.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
It shows dribbling. I mean, in the trailer, they showed not like a lot of dribbling, but it shows.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yep.
You know, I don't know. It might be kind of cool. I think it shows potential. I mean, looking at the trailer, it doesn't look super high end, but it might be a lot of fun.
So I just want to go back. Steve XM, which is our probably first subscriber. So he is probably one of our first subscribers, right?
Yeah.
He asked,
we've been friends with him for a long time.
I know. He said, what is the best flat to VR port? I think that's an amazing question because
there's so many. I mean, Fallout, Skyrim,
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Man, port. I mean, to
know.
me, I still think Fallout, man. I still go back to Fallout and thinking that is probably my favorite port. And I know No Man's Sky is probably up there too for me. That'd be a hard draw for me. I don't know.
I'd have to look at the list.
Too, but
I'd have to look at the list to know everything that's been. I mean, we're talking official ports.
Right. Ports,
Trevor Jones. He said about time sports got some VR love. Usually sports are the first type of games on a new video game media. And you're right. Yeah, I think with VR it was hard because nobody really knew how to do sports games. You know, that's why we had these little mini games where you just are kind of stationary and throwing a football, or you know what I mean, like. Right. So I think that's been part of the trouble, and I think finally developers are not as scared of motion sickness and movement systems as they used to be. So people are branching out. So I think it's a big untapped potential. I mean, if we could get a Madden kind of a game, you know, in VR, like that would be huge. You know, what I mean, so many people.
The sports players that would back that. I mean, oh my gosh, a true Madden game. Oh yeah, it'd be huge.
So I mean, I think we'll see it. I don't know how long it's going to be. Oh, VR Spry guy said Hellblade, talking about ports.
I know. I'm looking at all this too.
Assetto Corsa. Yeah, I didn't think about Assetto.
Yeah, that's true. That's a port, right? Yeah, originally, true.
Scornful Six said Bethesda dropped the ball on both Fallout and Skyrim ports. They were pretty rough in the beginning, but they run. I mean, if you got a good enough GPU and stuff, they run pretty good now. In Skyrim, the mods, I think the mods are what make Skyrim. Yeah, I mean, there's so many mods you can do in Skyrim. People have went crazy with that, but But I mean, a lot of those ports of those big titles like that, they do need a pretty beastly PC. You're not going to run those on a real wimpy one usually. That's for sure.
I would love to say, you know, GTA, but it's not a true port.
Yeah, there's not official. Right. And there's no motion controls.
Yeah, and that's the thing that kills it. Euro Truck too. You know what? That is one that I have talked about for a long time, and I've never tried myself either.
Yeah.
I know.
Me neither.
It would be a good one. Yeah.
One of the things that gets me pretty excited is when games add co-op or multiplayer. We talk about that all the time, right? We love that.
Oh, they have to.
Yeah, and I feel like it's starting to be more popular. So the next update that is coming to the Wizards is actually adding a co-op mode. So this is their spell casting co-op mode is what they're calling it. This is an older trailer. I don't have a trailer of the newest stuff. So this is supposed to be coming fourth quarter this year. They've announced an expansion to the game, adding a multiplayer component to the franchise for the first time. Content will allow players to team up and cooperate to fight monsters in an arena. They'll be able to specialize in a type of magic to encourage them to work together. They haven't revealed how many players the mode will support, but I mean, I think it's worth talking about. I think if a game is going to add multiplayer co-op, I want to bring it up because because I mean, I've actually never played the Wizards. I've never played this game before, but I would play it in a co-op mode, a multiplayer mode, an arena, working together, you know, to fight monsters and stuff like that. That sounds cool to me. I mean, the bow and arrow and the swords and stuff, they look awesome in this. Let me know if you guys have played this and what you think of it, because I never have. I've never played this, but I might pick it up later this year now. So
I know. Multiplayer, man. It just changes the dynamics. It really does. I mean, just going back to Pop 1, I get so frustrated going in and playing with noobs and getting no help. It's 100% different game. Playing with somebody as a team and not playing with somebody.
It is. Teamwork is so much fun in VR. It really is. And we talk about that all the time. But so a part of this update, they're also going to have new enemies. They're enhancing the story campaign, porting the title of the quest. These features will be rolled out over the course of 2021 into 2022. So I don't know the exact time frame of all that, but I think it's cool. I think it's I think it's pretty awesome.
Absolutely draws people in. I would consider buying a game then, adding it, and knowing it's a good game and knowing people do love it. It would draw me in for sure. Absolutely. If you wanted to play it, I'd go buy it. And that's the thing with people with getting Quest now, friends are getting it. So friends are buying games to play with friends. So it's like, it's an instant pickup now with this VR snowball that's happened. So,
yep. And PD just said, if you like co-op, Death Horizon just added co-op support and also melee weapons, which I did see that. We might have to jump into that one and play together too.
Yeah, we have that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's anytime. I mean, I just love multiplayer. I love co-op in VR. It's just, it makes a game that I wouldn't normally play into a game that I want to play. So I think that is, I think that's awesome. So another game that is coming to Quest that got announced is Zero Caliber. So Zero Caliber, we've played quite a bit on PC. It's been out for a long time. They are still working on PvP mode.
I don't even want to talk
They've
about that
been
again.
beta testing. It's been in beta testing. It's coming along. I don't know about once that comes out. I don't know if that's planned for the Quest as well, but I would imagine that it is. But the Quest build of Zero Caliber is supposed to be coming to the Quest this year.
Right.
So that's...
I still have this pain for that game because we bought or pre-bought that game with them saying it was going to have co-op.
Yeah. Well, it has co-op. It has co-op
early,
just for like the campaign, but they were talking PvP.
Right. And then at the release, it got pushed back. Well, how long has that been since it's been released? Have we topped a year on that game?
Oh yeah. Easily.
At least, right?
Oh, more than a year. Yeah, it's been out for a long time.
It has to be, sure.
So I mean, I think it's exciting. I think the game is awesome. I mean, the game has good mechanics. The armory in that game will blow your mind. I mean, it's worth buying that game just to check out the armory and play with all the weapons. I think they did a good job. But so that'll be fun. It'll be exciting. Be cool to see. Jeffrey Marquin said, "What's going on with the Climb 2?" Craziness. I was so excited because they were teasing on Twitter this past week that they were going to release news this Thursday. You know, usually Quest titles launch on Thursdays. So I was like, yes, the Climb 2 is finally going to launch this past Thursday. I was pretty convinced. And so Thursday comes along and they say, our big news is that the Climb 2 is coming soon. No crap. We've known that. It has said that on the Oculus Store for how long? We've known for how long the Climb 2 is coming to the Quest. We know that. Like, what is the breaking news? So
they have to have issues, man.
I mean, it's got to be getting close. They said more news to come. Mad Wookie, good to see you all. It's good to see you as well. I miss the show so much when we don't do it. I'm so glad to see everybody here. So thank you for that super chat. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Climb 2. That should have been out a while. Give us something more than coming soon. I mean, come on, we know that it's coming soon. Like, what is that? Like, that's craziness. So, but
Maverick Pugh, a friend of mine, said halfway through Ready Player One, great recommendation. He picked up a Quest 2, and I'm like, dude, you haven't seen Ready Player One, and you have a Quest 2?
Halfway through the book or the movie?
The movie, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Read the book too.
100%.
Read the book too. First book is good. Second book you can probably skip, but the first book is really good. So, and the movie, I love it. But talking about the Climb 2, though, the Climb holds a little bit of a special place in my heart. And it's not because I love the game so much. I like it. I thought it's a cool experience. I think the second one's going to be even better because the first one was so early. But that was the first game that I ever played truly in VR. You know, I did Gear VR. I did Google Cardboard. The first thing I ever played in a CV1 was the Climb. And it was in a Best Buy demo. So I love it just for that experience of my first experience. I'm really looking forward to the second one. Make sure you subscribe. We'll definitely give a code away for the Climb 2 on the show when it comes out for sure. So make sure you subscribe for that.
He did say the book.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Read the book, then watch the movie. I did it the reverse. Either way, the book is really, really good. So that's really cool. I hope you enjoy that because I know I did. But
Lincoln Clay in chat too. Good to see. Good to see everybody. Good to see everyone coming in right now too.
It is. So let's talk about the Lynx R1 a little bit. This is a VR/AR headset that we've been kind of following for a while. If you subscribe to their channel, they do some live streams and stuff. They don't get a lot of views on them, but they kind of go over what they've been doing.
Great stuff.
Real crazy lens design in this thing. And this is actually through the lens of the technology that they're using as AR. And this is looks pretty impressive to me. You know, I don't follow AR as close as I do VR, but this is looking pretty good and it has me a little bit excited because, you know, looking through there, it looks like the field of view is pretty decent. The occlusion seems to be working good. It seems like they're making really good headway in as far as this goes. So
I think this is amazing. I love this kind of stuff, and I love what they're doing with the headset, as I've said before, with the balance with battery and stuff like that.
And you can see the headset in the thumbnail. The picture of the headset is in the thumbnail if you want to know what the headset looks like.
I think this is incredible. And again, this is a reprojection too through this. This isn't glasses. This is a reprojection. So, because you can even see the edges of the screen almost too on this. So they can do all kinds of stuff with this. And I'm loving this. I love what they're doing. Props to them. And they've stuck to their guns. You know what I mean? They haven't jumped on this bandwagon where they think they need to get this mobile VR headset. They're doing what they've said from day one, and I love it. And I think it's great what they're doing. I really want to see this for myself, man. I've said this is one of the headsets I'm excited for.
Yeah, and this is running. So this is mobile. This is untethered. This is running on a Snapdragon, the latest, what is the 865 or the XR2 chip. Is what it's running on, and almost so latest, this is running a dual LCD 1600 by 1600. It's running at 90 hertz. The optics, if you haven't seen the lenses on this thing, look up a picture of the lenses. They look crazy. It's definitely some different lens technology than what we've seen. You know, it's not the regular lens. South Memphis, South Memphis, another one of our huge supporters. He is a massive supporter. $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Cheers. Got the little guy waving a #1 flag. Seriously appreciate it. You guys are so awesome. So much appreciation for you guys.
If we had to drink coffee every time this happened, I think I would be running laps by the time we were done, because holy crap.
Yeah, I don't know if my body I don't know if my body can handle that much coffee right now, but
what was it? I always told you, you know, the Top Gear guys. We're car guys, so obviously we've watched Top Gear. But they did this thing where they had to answer questions and build Legos, and every time they got it wrong, they had to do a shot. And by the end, they couldn't even finish their Legos. It was like an hour or two. Goodness. I was dying. I've told Sean we should do it, but we won't, because we won't show that kind of thing probably on our channel.
We would be falling over. Maybe we'll make an after hours channel or something.
Patreon, a private Patreon.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. So getting back to talking about the lenses a little bit though. So look up a picture, but they're calling them 4-fold catadioptric freeform prism lenses. I mean, they are not like your typical smooth lens. They look, I don't know, just look it up. You got to see the picture. I didn't grab one, but yeah, I think the technology in these are pretty cool. I definitely want to try them. It's got, like I said, it's got the XR2 chip, 128 gig internal storage, 6 gigabytes of memory, which seems a little low, but I don't know if these are final specs. These are, you know, what is in it right now. Wi-Fi 6 capabilities, Bluetooth 5.0, 3 hours of active use battery life. So, I mean, this is not your typical gaming headset. You know, there's going to be a wide range of uses for this thing. You know, I'm sure some commercial stuff and all of that. Full price right now, they're saying if you pre-order, you got to put down a 10% deposit. Full price is $1,499, so $1,500. Not a cheap headset by any means, but I think this is cool.
Honestly, this is one of those things that, you know, I'm always willing to invest in something that pushes technology or pushes what we have. And this would be one of those things, man, I would almost invest in. But, you know, I got to look at it like I want a full motion rig or this. I mean, that starts to push those price ranges. But yeah, I mean, not really. I guess a full motion rig gets ridiculous, but
I mean, it's hard.
I really do.
It's hard because good.
Reckoner makes the point is what I like is that this is the way AR could be amazing, because I don't think that the the true lenses that's projected onto it for AR works for me, because you see the stuff fall out of the lens space, you know, with that field of view on it, and it just looks fake to me. I don't know. Yeah. This is a real, true pass-through. And it could just look like sunglasses, right? I mean, ultimately, the best AR glasses to me would be a VR glasses that just look like sunglasses.
Yeah, and these ones don't. These ones don't. I mean, these ones are like an actual headset, but I know what you're saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, down the road, I feel like those are the best AR is pass through. You know, is putting the what you're seeing into a VR headset and just reprojecting it.
Well, that's what I would like to see the next Quest do. You know, I would like to see full color pass-through cameras, because they have the ability to do AR right now with the Quest 2. The problem is that the outboard cameras aren't good enough for good, convincing AR, but I think they can do it. And I think that'll be something we'll see in the next Quest. I think that that is something they're going to start pushing, because I feel like the technology is there now to start building on AR before AR is actually a true thing where you get the glasses
to have the platform there, to have the information. I agree. But I just like to see how it's reprojected, the 1-to-1 almost on the edge of these screens if you watch the left side, how it almost passes through completely seamless.
It looks good. I mean, from this video, it looks
from this angle and the lens of the camera shot on. Obviously, all that can change, but Yeah, man.
It's pretty
I
cool.
would take one of these in a minute.
Yeah, I think it's pretty neat. And there's some other hardware related stuff. Striker VR. And this is something that's been around a long time. They've been working on this stuff. It has mainly been for like arena scale stuff like that. But this is
I'm over the top amped for something like this, man.
Yeah.
This to me, I could do all day. I think this is what will, I kind of had a light conversation with you before the show, and I tried to stop myself. I go back to the early days of playing, arcade machines, like standing arcade machines, right? So before it was just gamepad stuff, right? You had your buttons, your joysticks, maybe a little more if you were lucky. Then we got the iteration of guns that use whatever it was, light RF type stuff out the end of it. So you had that one-to-one feeling. So much stuff came out of that. I mean, we still have arcade machines that have guns. We got Duck Hunt early days on Nintendo.
That's the one that impressed me. What they were able to do with that Duck Hunt gun back then.
I know.
I still don't even know how they did that. You know what I mean? Like that was truly magic. And I thought it was magic when I was a kid. Like that you could take this gun, you got no sensor set up on your TV. You're aiming at I don't even know how, it blows my mind. That was just, still to this day, I think that is like the coolest thing ever. Duck Hunt gun on Nintendo.
So I feel like those were all big steps, right? For those genres, for consoles, for arcade machines, and now with us for VR, I think gun stocks are a great way to be able to do multiple things. But to have a game that is one-to-one with a gun like this and see the actual gun in the game and have the reloads there, could you imagine this playing, Solaris or something?
Yeah, this would be a good one for Solaris.
Exactly. I mean, that one-to-one gun, the feel of it, to look down and touch it, you could almost use hand tracking in a game like this and use this controller. It would be incredible to me. I mean, the realism in that and giving you that laser tag feel, you know what I mean? Like of going somewhere and holding a gun and pulling it up and looking down the sights. And yes, gun stock do that. But this you can touch and feel in the game.
Plus,
it would just be.
It also has haptic feedback,
man, that's.
And you can get that. You get the Force Tube from ProTube, and I still would never order that. It's just a little too pricey. It's like around $500. But the thing about this Striker VR is that they raised capital. So Arthur Knox, thank you.
There he is.
Welcome back, VR gentlemen. Sorry I'm late. Man. Hey, better late than never. Better late than never. Thank you so much for that super chat. The thing about this is that they raised a $4 million investment. They plan to use the funds to make its first move into the consumer VR space. So the Striker VR guns were never meant for consumer. They're like $2,800 and $1,400 or something like that. They're expensive. So
12,
So this version is probably not what we would see in the consumer marketplace because this doesn't have, thumbstick controls. This is made for an arena scale. You're moving around arena. You're not using artificial locomotion. So it's going to be a different version from this, but from what I've read is that they want to get the price down to around $500 for a consumer version, which is a whole lot more affordable. It's still expensive, but you look at the mod for the ProTube, and that's around I think it's $400 or $500 for that alone.
Yeah.
So
and they're trying to come in at sub 500 on this.
Yeah, and that's for the whole gun with haptic feedback and everything built in.
Maybe less if they can get the price down on it. I mean, that would be incredible. I really hope so. But it's just the one-to-one for me. I don't care about the look. I don't care when I'm in game.
You can't see it.
A lot of people want to get these gun stocks that look like guns with like the rails on it, which they have on some of this stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't need that because I'm in VR. Like a gun stock to me looks like a gun when I look down to it. So I don't need it to look like a gun. Yeah,
when you're in VR, you see the gun. You don't see the gun stock.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we're big fans of gun stocks anyways. We run the Mamuts all the time. Actually, if you watch the vlog video that I just did, I pulled 3 gun stocks out of the closet. I have an old original one. Yeah, and then I have the ProTube, MagTube, and I have the Mamut, which the ProTube and the MagTube are both, the ProTube and the Mamut are both great gun stocks, both great choices as far as higher end gun stocks, I guess you would say. But
we've used gun stocks since the first one available. I've printed gun stocks. We swear by them. We love them.
They're just fun. just like feeling something against my shoulder. I like feeling like I'm holding something. And this, I would love the haptic feedback. I'm really interested in trying the Force Tube. I just have not wanted to fork up the money and the Force Tube will actually work on the Mamut or the Pro Tube gun stock. They're the same size tube that'll work on either one, which I think is cool too. But man, I don't know. I probably just need to buy one because I've been wanting one for a long time. I like that. I want the Force Tube and I want the B haptic suit.
Sure.
And if I get the B haptic suit, I'm gonna get the X16 because it's cheaper and I probably don't need 40 motors and stuff. I'm sure 16 will be enough to give you that feeling. I know Alex VR is a big fan of the B haptic stuff, and he works with them some and stuff. I really got to try it, but I know some things it's just hard to spend money on, like with that B haptic suit, because then it comes down to how much am I going to use it, how many times am I going to want to put it on.
True.
I don't know. True. Man, those super chats are coming through
Tony, man.
1-to-1. Like as soon as I see it on there, it pops up on here. So. Glad you're feeling better. Me too. Honestly, every day lately has gotten a little bit better, and it's just started at the end of last week. Really, is when I started to get some good improvement. So, I have not been to work in a while. They talking to the doctor yesterday. They want me to take another week off so I can try to hopefully get fully recovered next week, and hopefully I can get a bunch of content out next week because I won't be at work and I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm trying to move around and get some exercise and built back up. I want to get into some VR fitness and try to get a little strength built back up. So I seriously appreciate all the support. The support has been great as I've been sick. So.
I really do want to try the haptic stuff, the vest.
Yeah,
kind
me
of.
too.
I mean, I'm torn, to spend the money on something like that, but they are used by more games now. More developers are adopting it. So the
B Haptics has a pretty good.
They do a good list of developers
and it's
on board.
Constantly more. I don't think Population 1 is though yet, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I didn't think it was.
It is. Yeah, I think it is.
I hope so.
We could just fly Skiva and Alex out to my place, and we could have a VR event here and just try it.
If it wasn't for this if this COVID crap would ever end, we could seriously have like an in-person VR party. I would totally do it. I think that would be awesome, but the government would probably shut us down or something. I don't know.
Probably.
On another note, though, multi-user accounts have rolled out for the Quest, which is great. I told my sister about that too, and she was like, "Oh, like seriously, I'm so excited about that because both of my nephews use the same Quest." Well, my one nephew got mad because my other nephew changed his avatar thing or something in a game. So now, you can have two separate accounts. So you have separate game saves. It makes so much sense. It should have been out a long time ago. I think that's in version 25. So if you have version 25, I know it is for me. I haven't set it up, but if you go into the settings, you can like tick a box to do multi-user accounts. So I think that's great for households that have one or two headsets and multiple people that use them. It's kind of overdue. So hopefully that works out.
And I talked about it before. The biggest thing for me is the age difference because, my nephew who they use one in their household, he's younger and they don't want him using violent games, but they would love to play them, but it stopped them from even downloading them because he'll play it, and just go on there. So I think that's great. I don't know. Is it password protected to switch accounts?
I'm not sure. I haven't messed with it. I haven't set up because for me, I
haven't either. I don't need to.
Yeah, for me in my house, I have a headset and my wife has a headset. So I don't really have any use for multi-user accounts, at least not at this point, but I know my sister, so maybe I'll help her set theirs up or something like that. So I know she's definitely wanting to do that. And I know that'll help her out big time. And as well as my wife's nephew, they have a headset. She gave him their old Quest, and that's kind of her family's headset, for her mom, whoever wants to use it. So it'll be good for that as well. So I think, I don't know. I think Wolveraza said it's super confusing, though. I'm not sure if he's talking about the multi-user accounts. So it might be, like I said, I have not tried to set it up, but.
Paradise Decay said, my work wanted me to close my YouTube channel down, so I left the company.
Why would they want you to shut your YouTube down?
Right? Exactly. You do great stuff, man. You don't do anything.
PD's like an OG. I mean, he's like one of the first people I probably started watching for in VR when I was looking up games. I remember looking up a game or something back for Rift, and PD came up, and I started watching his videos. So been watching this stuff for a long time. We were
PD had me sold when he went out to the pubs and stuff, and he went to all the places I would go. I was sold,
he did a birthday video that was a reminisce because he usually goes out for a birthday bash and does a video, and he couldn't go this year because of all the craziness of this world. But so I told him we need to get out to the UK sometime. So someday we'll get out there.
Place to go.
Yeah, someday we'll go. I'm sure the wives will go with us once this world opens back up, if it ever does. We'll make it happen. We'll definitely hang out with PD and a bunch of other people over there. I would love to hang out with. We'll have a bash. We'll all get together. It'd be really cool. So, Yeah, PD's great. We were reminiscing a little bit on the Discord the one day, talking about some of the older VR YouTubers that we used to watch that are no longer around or no longer make videos. And we were mentioning one of them that I used to watch was Epix 911. He changed his name a couple times, but I used to watch him all the time. He would do like VR news stuff for a while. He was doing like daily videos. That would be the first thing I would do in the morning. I'd be getting up, getting ready, and I'd be watching his videos to see what the latest VR news was. So there's a lot of people that came in real early before it was ever popular enough to really be sustainable, and I think that was kind of a little bit of downfall. I mean, it still is. I mean, it's still hard to make a living doing VR YouTube. You know what I mean? Because VR is still growing. Yeah. It's getting there. I mean, and there are some people that make a living doing it. I think that's super cool. I mean, there's people that make good money doing VR YouTube stuff, and that's awesome for them. I think that's really cool. So
absolutely. I mean, it's been on the table. You know, if we hit some higher sub numbers and stuff, it'd be on the table.
Probably down the road.
We would love to commit to you guys, but yeah exactly.
And we've talked about, you know, if I ever moved back to Ohio, the stuff we could do together would be a lot cooler than what we can do apart. I mean, Tyler's way more.
I can't even imagine.
Tyler's way more advanced when it comes to camera technology and recording and video and everything else. I'm constantly asking him questions like, what lens should I use for this and everything else. But it would be really cool, but I don't know. It would. Maybe someday.
I have to be the technical consultant sometimes, but you know, I mean, you're just as good with stuff though too. I mean, it's I'm learning.
Yeah,
exactly.
But if you haven't though, subscribe to the channel. We're like 100 away from 6,000 subscribers. So our subscribers kind of fell off because we were putting out no content for a while. I was sick. We're gonna ramp back up. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. It'll really help us out. I think it'd be really cool to get some more subs on board.
We're working on redoing our channel a little, and let's try and go big with it. We may get rid of some stuff too. I don't know. We've talked about getting rid of some limited stuff too and changing stuff over. So we'll see.
Yeah, we got some new merch coming too. I got a guy working on some pretty cool designs for the merch store that I'm pretty excited about. I can't wait to see the final product. A couple different things he's working on. I don't know how many weeks it'll be before we get it up there. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. I think it'll look really, really cool. So keep an eye out for that. And I'm also really curious what people thought of the VR vlog kind of series that I'm thinking about doing. It's going to be just more of a fun, laid back. Like I feel like I'm hanging out with everybody. Like, cause sometimes the highly edited videos, you know, you take 14 takes because you mess up what you say and you want to have it perfect. And the kind of the vlog series is like, I don't care if I mess something up. It's just hanging out, but I got a lot of stuff in that I've ordered that I want to get into some videos. We have some stuff sent to us from some people that we should soon be able to talk about that I can't wait to share. A couple different companies working on some pretty cool prototypes right now that we can't talk about yet, but I think that people will be kind of excited about. I think it's some cool stuff that people are coming up with, and
I know.
Excited to talk about.
I was surprised. I was like, we're not into, we've talked about doing like vlog stuff. We don't know if it interests you guys really.
Yeah.
If it does, please leave a comment because we really would we've got some cool ideas for stuff too.
Yeah.
Would love to show you. Artful said, I need to work on my cars. Yeah. Again, I was surprised you guys liked all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
we're trying to be transparent. This is what we do. This is our normal Saturdays.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, if I start doing these vlog stuff that, you know, when I come over to his house, expect me to walk in vlogging with a camera and being like, hey, you know, seeing what me and Tyler get into and just have fun. I mean, it's just fun. We love this community. Yep. We want to be more of a part of it. We want you guys to be more of a part of what we got going on and some of the behind the scenes. And I have a lot of plans of just stuff to throw up on the Patreon. So if you've thought about becoming a Patreon supporter, we would definitely appreciate it. I'm going to try to get some more regular videos up there that'll be Patreon only, you know, some short clips behind the scenes.
Yep.
I got some stuff ordered for the VR room that I'm really excited about. A couple posters and stuff that I can't wait to get in. The one I'm so excited about. It should be here soon. It's actually coming from the UK, so it took a little while to ship here, but I couldn't find it anywhere else. So
shipping is still jacked, man.
Yeah, shipping is jacked up.
J-Ham won one of these mugs, and it took like a month, I think, to get to him. It was ridiculous, but that's how it's been going.
Wolf Raza said, I need to grab an RR mug soon. If the original RR mug, the OG one with the symbol up here, that was one-sided. It was one-sided. Right. So, because back then that was the first product we ever made on there, and we didn't realize that we could put the logo on both sides. So that has been changed. If you order one of those mugs now, it's double-sided. So unfortunately for the people that have the OG one. If they're left-handed, then it's kind of bad. Right. It's blank. And we had some people ask if there was a trade-in program. I wish there was. There is no trade-in program, but maybe
they're gone. They are gone. Out. Those are first editions.
Those are limited. So those are actually worth money. Gone. If you got one of those,
they're already gone.
then you're doing good. So
do they make the coffee taste better or something? Is that what it does?
Oh yeah,
it might make coffee taste better. Okay,
coffee definitely tastes better.
Yep. The signed ones, though, those are going to go away. Those are going to probably disappear. The Coffee VR signed ones.
Yeah. I'm really excited for some of the merch we have coming. I can't wait to see it. So the one thing we didn't talk about yet, we just mentioned it, so I do want to throw this in there, is Population 1, Season 1 starts, I believe, this Thursday, right? It starts this Thursday coming up. And they've been doing some beta testing and stuff like that, so I know a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff that is under NDA that I'm not allowed to talk about, but...
Right.
This should be good. And I think that it's kind of a whole new revamp to the game. I mean, they're changing up a lot of things. They're changing up the map, changing up weapons, adding heavy machine guns. There's going to be a sword. There's going to be melee knives. It's going to be different. And I think that's good because Population 1, they've done little updates and little events and stuff. They've changed, snow and Halloween maps and stuff, which is really cool. And I really like, but this is the biggest update they've done. This is the biggest game changer that they've done. And I think that it's going to be good. I think people are going to be excited. I think it's going to, if people were getting sick of Population 1, I think those are the people that are going to be excited to get back into it. I know I am. Casual Ray just bought us a coffee. Oh, that's so cool.
Cheers.
I love the buymeacoffee.com. It's so cool. It just makes so much sense. It's I love it.
Yeah. I agree, man.
And the cool thing about buymeacoffee.com too is that they only take 5%. So when you Patreon, YouTube, they take a much bigger cut out of it. They only take 5%. So we actually get to keep a little bit more of that money. So Arthur Knox, can we get the beard on a mug?
There you go.
There is a little bit of a...
We could do a limited beard one, man.
One design they're working on is a bearded character. So I like I said, I haven't seen it yet. Maybe once those designs are done, we'll throw those up on the Patreon first, or maybe the Discord so people can see them. But I'm really excited. And then I also want to get something coffee and VR themed because we have rendered reality stuff on the store. I want something coffee and VR for the podcast show. So some cool stuff coming. But really excited about it. Thank you for that super chat, Arthur. No, I think he's done a couple today.
Hat and a beard, that might be good.
So the beard is ridiculous. Like it's starting to like curl at the end, and it's like
good, dude.
But I'm gonna have my sister used to cut hair and stuff for a living. I could. I mean it's kind of crazy because for the first time ever in my life, I can look down and see my beard. Like I can look down and see it. It's that long. It's crazy. But she's actually going to come over today and just kind of trim it up because it's, it just needs evened up a little bit. It's getting ridiculous. I don't want to look homeless. You know what I mean?
Can she do the V in it? Like where they come to a point? Like, I guess you could do that.
No, I don't want to do that. But it needs a little bit of attention. I'm not going to take it off or anything, but I am going to trim it up a little bit. I don't know how long I'll make it with the big beard going into summer. I think it'll be a little bit harder, but I think the beard has been fun. People seem to love it on here. I don't know why, but
for sure.
my wife lives with it. I don't think it's her favorite, but we'll see.
Mateo, our VR brother, says, I'm wondering if the melee weapons will impact the game in Pop 1, obviously.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to impact it, only because I've only found myself on a couple occasions where I wish I had something like melee style or close combat. So I don't feel like I get close enough to people to even really use them. The only thing I will say is I'm assuming we're going to see more campers at this point.
That's what I was thinking.
But I think that's a good thing. I think that's okay because you won't run into somewhere as fast. You'll be a little more prone to check corners and check buildings and stuff. So I think it'll impact it in a good way, though. I do.
I think tactically, though, it could change it up quite a bit because I think what I think of is I think of the camping aspect. I think of somebody with a knife climbing to the top corner. Say you go in a building, you go in through the window, and there's somebody just holding on the corner.
Don't give away our secret.
You walk in, they let go, swoop down, and stab you. I don't know. It is going to change things, I think, because there are going to be people that are going to be very, very good at melee attacks, swooping in and taking you out before you even realize they're there. The thing I don't know about is how the sound, because you can always hear somebody. You can hear their footsteps. You can hear them flying. So there should be enough indication that somebody's coming, but maybe you don't know where they're coming from quick enough. I don't know.
I think it would be cool if when you got the knife out, you heard like a knife coming out of a sheath kind of sound.
The sword blade, yeah.
Yeah, right? Because you would know somebody would be like heard you coming and they would be preparing. I feel like it would be a better 1-to-1 chance. Other than that, it's just could be Camper Central. I mean, it could be. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting because, I mean, we're going to see highlight reels of melee kills. You know, there's going to be people that are that good that are going to have highlight reels of just, I don't know. I mean, I think it could be interesting. I mean, I might end up hating it because if I'm getting knife killed all the time and never seeing it coming, I'm like, man, this sucks. But I don't know. But then you change your strategy. You know, you got to strategize for that. And like you said, you got to go in checking your corners. You got to go in as a team. You know, you go in same time. You go this way. You go this way. Like it could totally change the tactics. We'll see how it plays out. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I can't wait for Thursday. I'm going to be rusty at the game because I haven't played it in like 4 weeks now. Well, I did play it once when I was still pretty sick. I played one game with you guys.
And Jay.
Yeah, but I mean, it was hard because I had no energy. You know, that was still when I couldn't really eat barely any food. So climbing buildings and stuff, I was like, holy crap, this is way too much work when you don't feel good. You know what I mean?
Jay Ham, which he's going to have to put us on the books for Thursday too.
Yeah.
He said, forget the zone challenge, melee only challenge, which, I mean, I'd be totally down. We haven't. So before, I think we're close to finishing probably, which
I forgot I had more keys. I'm sorry. Here's a Killing Floor Incursion Steam key. Yeah.
Right. So we had this, the soda challenge is what we kind of coined it, was could we outlive the last team by running all sodas, right? Outside the boundaries and hiding. We haven't been able to accomplish that yet, but I'd love to see somebody else do it because it is freaking hard. I mean, just load up full sodas, see if you can outlive them. But it was our challenge. We made it this freaking close the one time.
Yeah, there's a lot of different cool challenges you can actually do. And there's stuff they're adding. Like they're adding the shield pop. So that is supposed to be, I don't know how that's going to work. I guess it's just, I don't know. I mean, what's the difference between a regular pop, I guess? Well, because the regular shield, pop gives you health. So this is going to give you just
you get your shield knocked.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Only can get it by getting the canisters, the blues. So
and I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to say, but they are going to be changing the balance kind of some of the health items, you know, of how many are out there. And now, you know, they're adding in the shield pops. They're changing up a lot of even just behind the scenes stuff, not just the stuff you're going to see, but the map changes. I'm really excited to see how the map changes are going to go. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be doing something with the tower and everything else. I think this is pretty fun. I see people talking about Hyperdash. I think Mateo asked something. Wolveraza. Hyperdash is a really good game.
Yeah, we preached that since day one. I think I played that the day it came out, and I'm
on
like,
side quest.
Yeah, and it was amazing.
It's a lot of fun. Is. Yeah, I think that's going to be another a good game. And talking about that, we were talking about Solaris in the Discord, and they've done a lot of updates to where, you know, when that game first came out, we were pretty harsh on it. You know, we liked it, but we were harsh because everybody
liked it, I think, more than you.
Yeah, but everybody was preaching about how great it was, but not talking about all the bad things that they didn't. That they didn't do right in that game when it came out, and it hurt the launch. It hurt the game, the player base. It was they released a early access game on the Quest store, first one to ever do it, if you ask me, because they don't let early access on the Quest store. That game was early access. That game was early.
I don't know how that got approved.
Yeah, me neither. But they have improved upon everything. They have finally listened to the community. I think everything that we griped about, you know, the offhand tracking, no party system to be able to play with your friends, the wait, you know, I mean, all of that stuff they fixed. So I do encourage you to go back into that game. If you haven't, I'll be going back in. Me and Tyler will be playing. It sucked because we couldn't play together. You know, we would try to time it. We were one of
the onody ones that knocked that game out. Not the only ones. But I mean,
most people talked really highly about it for whatever reason, but
whatever reason, know what reason they talk highly.
I know nothing, but yeah, so it is good though now, and I think it's getting better. I think I'm looking forward to going back in there, but there's stiff competition now. You know, you have Population 1 that has probably one of the biggest player bases on multiplayer on Quest. You got Hyperdash that's about to come out that is going to be a really good game that people are going to eat up, and I think it's a really fun game. Then you still have Contractors and Onward, and then you got Solaris that has gotten better, that the player base should be pumping back up again. So
Yeah. So Hyperdash gives me the old Halo feels. Like, I don't know why, the map designs or the look, you know, Solaris kind of, but the controls, just all of it, I don't know. I don't buy it. But Hyperdash, I love. It gives me those original feels that I felt playing the first Halo, like with friends. And I don't know what it is about it, but I don't know, man. I love it. Got to try it if you haven't.
Yep. And another one that you should try, and here's a code for.
Oh yeah, this was
Quest code.
Dude, it's a great game.
Jupitergrad.
Great, man.
Yeah,
great game.
pretty recent
Yep,
launch. This game came out pretty recently. It was on Steam before, and that's where I originally played it. Was on Steam. I did a video on it a while back, and it's an awesome game. I love the game. You basically are like a Russian astronaut guy, and you have plunger hands. Technically, they're like suction cups that look like plungers, and you swing. It's almost like Spider-Man. You swing all around the game. The mechanic feels great. They did a great job in the mechanic. Basically, a puzzle game that you have to figure out how to get through areas, and I mean, it's a really good game. So we were excited to give this one away because it's pretty new. This is going to be an Oculus Quest code, and this is going to be a gift code. So you have to go into Jupitergrad, then you have to click redeem gift and put this code in. So let me know who gets that. Great game, fantastic game. Somebody's going to really like it. I think it's an awesome game. It's got really good reviews. Yeah, so.
This is the least we can do is get games for you guys. You know, you guys do so much for us and stuff.
Yeah.
All the time. We literally just try and turn it all back around, basically.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, lot of this is where a lot of the super chat money and all that stuff goes. Most of these games, you know, we buy ourselves. We pay for these games. We buy them as gift codes in the Quest store. You know, we buy them through Steam and stuff like that. Sometimes a developer will give us a game to give away. We give those away on here too. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just this is our way of just saying thanks for hanging out. I mean, we love the show. We love doing this, and we love to be able to give stuff away. We are going to be keeping an eye out. I got some stuff I want to do as far as Gleam giveaways and stuff. Probably the next coming vlog video that I'm going to work on next week. We're going to do a giveaway in that for a product that I absolutely love that's currently unavailable right now. So that'll be a chance for somebody to win that. So like we said earlier, if you haven't subscribed yet, we're 100 subscribers away from 6,000. Let's get there hopefully this coming
guys,
week.
We really do appreciate you guys pushing us and helping us out. And
Chatty.
Yeah, it's good to
Chatty,
be here, man.
Chatty got Jupitergrad. I think so. He said thank you for Jupitergrad. So
another long time.
Yeah, awesome.
Been on the Discord for a long time.
Yeah, let us know in Discord what you think of that game. I love it. I think it's a really fun game. I love the mechanic that they did and the way they did it. Yeah, harpoon plungers.
The best way to describe it, man.
Yeah, and it's kind of a goofy, silly game. I mean, it's like it's got some comedic aspects to it of the things that happen in the game. But it's fun, and some of those puzzles, a couple of those puzzles took me a while to actually get through because it's all about timing, swinging at the right time, releasing at the right time, shooting up and grabbing the next place you can grab to get where you need to go. It's really good. So I hope you like it.
Speaking of mugshots, how's the coffee treating you?
I don't know. I'm probably about three-quarters of the way through.
Ooh,
I haven't had to run off anywhere. I've been able to stay on the show. So, but I really am getting better. I mean, every day is an improvement.
I'm cashed with my coffee.
But I think it has hyped me up a little bit today. I think this is the most energy I've had in about 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm feeling great. I told the wife after the show I was probably going to take a nap. That might be different now because now I'm all hyped up on this caffeine. So I just want to give Brandon Iceberg a shout out. I love that mugshot. That mugshot he did it. It's been a while back, but that's one of my favorite mugshots. I think I'm going to throw that up on the Instagram and Twitter or something. I just love that. He did such a good job on that photo. But if you haven't, join the Discord. Mugshots are always open. A mugshot is anything you want to do, coffee related, whatever. It doesn't have to be an RR mug. It doesn't have to be a coffee mug at all. It could be one of these. Usually people, they throw it up there with some VR accessories. We love to see them. I get excited every time. There was a couple new ones from Fluke and from Gaming Science Teacher, which Gaming Science Teacher has a whole bunch of quests in the background where she's working now. They're doing some really cool stuff.
So cool, dude. I know.
Yeah.
Oh. It's crazy how many quests.
Limbo with that that new RTX card that I'm jealous of. I think that was a 3090. 3090. Woo! I still can't get my hands on a 3080. Would love to.
That's crazy. I know. Yeah, I agree. I could play some Flight Simulator then without issues or as many issues.
I don't know though because a lot of people are saying that the 3080 and the 3090 cards really aren't optimized that well for VR. Right. So they're really not picking up what they should be picking up. Yeah, so I don't know. I think there's still going to be some time when updates and stuff before VR really taps into that true potential of that 3080 and that 3090. So for right now, I'm pretty happy with my 2080. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade. I keep seeing these pre-built computers from like CyberPower PC and stuff that come up that have a 3080 in it, and they're like $2,000, $2,500, and I'm tempted sometimes. Like I'll just buy the whole PC because you can't buy just the graphics card unless you're paying scalper prices. So I've thought about it, but I just don't think it's money I need to spend right now. So.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean it's not. We don't really have anything that can't play.
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, if it was,
you can always turn stuff down. But.
Yeah, I mean Microsoft Flight Simulator is the biggest thing, and that UK update came out, so we got to get into Flight Simulator.
I know,
you're going to be on vacation starting next week. So you'll miss at least 1 or 2 shows.
Yeah, 2
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Let me know in the comments. I've thought about just trying to do the show myself. Well, I thought about just trying to do the Coffee VR show by myself. I don't know how that'll end up. You did pretty good, that one that you did without me.
Man.
Yeah, but I don't know about how I would do it without this back and forth conversation. I enjoy the back and conversation with the live chat. I might hit up a couple people to maybe join me. I don't know. I know Gamertag is always down. He said he would always help out.
Reckoner, PD.
Yeah,
I can name all
people.
kinds of good people.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll figure something out because I don't really want to miss 2 more Coffee and VR shows.
Sure.
So, because I love this and I don't want to, I missed enough. So.
I know, right? I know.
Let me know in the comments what you think I should do. I don't know. So.
I just wanted to bring up that Modbox stuff, man. I know we didn't really talk about it.
I forgot about it. There's so much stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I know, dude. We had like a list a mile long.
Yeah.
But man, this is if you guys haven't seen this, the link isn't in the description or anything, but you can find it.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it real quick.
It's amazing. The voice interaction stuff for AI is incredible.
Yeah. So this is basically using AI with NPC characters to have a conversation with them. Literally.
And it's interesting because there is a little bit of a delay in it, but it's because these are it's using 2 different cloud-based processes to do this. So it's sending it out to 2 different places and coming back.
Arthur Knox, again, another $5 super chat. He said, am I the only person who want the modding community to come to VR? No, I want the modding community. Mods are awesome. I love mods in VR games. The stuff that
comes out of mods is like game worthy. It's
crazy. I mean, the first thing that I can think of, first modded VR game that I had was Robo Recall, because you could put in the jumping, you could put in the free locomotion, and that made that game so much better for me. I still wish they would go back and add free locomotion to that game because it made it so much better. And the jumping, it was awesome. So I'm all about mods for VR for sure.
Yeah, but I agree. But yeah, the Modbox stuff is super cool.
I'm gonna play this.
We do have the video in? Cool. Okay.
And it has sound.
Okay. This is amazing. And I hope he's cool with us using all this because it's...
What do you want? Where are you going?
And there's a little delay because it's sending it out to 2 places and coming back, but that could be changed over time.
I have to go to work. I'm already late and my boss will punish me if I show up even later. Please leave. I can't help you right now. Where do you work?
So cool, though. Could you imagine?
I know.
I work at City Hall. It's a government building in the center of town. It's a huge and beautiful building. You can't miss it.
That's incredible.
He's not doing any input for this, or it's not. Yeah, it's so freaking cool, man. I love it.
Smart. I like that about you. City Hall is located on City Hall Street location.
Like, and it's not just yes, no answers. Right, like, that's the crazy part. Like, it'd be one thing if it was like yes, no answers, but I mean, once you get into a game like this, if this is like an open world, kind of like a GTA style game, I mean, it's just so realistic to have. You wouldn't even know who's an online character, who's not sometimes.
Right.
What kind of hot dogs do you have?
What kind of hot dogs? Like, how? That's crazy. The question is like, it's nuts, man.
3 kinds of hot dogs: the normal hot dog, the sweet hot dog, and the very spicy hot dog. Can I get a deal? 3 for 1 hot dog?
Like, that's a complicated question. Yeah. Like, come on.
Sorry,
Skynet.
We can't do that. The customers would not like it.
Well, that's crazy, and it's
crazy.
It's pulling all this out of the air, from like, not out of the air, but cloud computing, obviously.
Right.
So one of which would be taking the questions and getting answers for, and the other would be putting it back to, voice and stuff and animating and everything. I mean, that's just, to have that in a game. Could you imagine walking down a street like that and like an NPC being like, that's a stupid hat or something. Yeah. And you have a hat on,
and
or
it's
something.
GTA, and then you walk over and punch him.
Why does it have to always go back to that? Come on, man.
Because it's GTA. That's what you do in GTA.
You can't go up and say, I kind of like it. No, you're going to punch them. But
if they're making fun of my hat.
Said.
Yeah. So he said, do a poll for a guest host when you when one of you go on vacation. What'd you think?
Oh, man.
We'd have to come up with a list. Yeah, we can maybe do a poll. We can maybe do like a YouTube poll or a Discord poll or something like that. But yeah, I mean, there's an endless amount of people.
We should do that. Let's do it on there. Yeah.
There's so many people, and we might be listing people that maybe can't do it or don't want to talk to us. I don't know. but Jayham asked what that was called, but it was Modbox. Yeah.
Yep. And I forget the open, what was it?
OpenAI,
OpenGI or something. I forget what it is. And then Yeah, OpenAI.
Yeah, Modbox OpenAI
Yeah.
powered NPCs. So that originally, the first time I saw that, a gaming science teacher posted that in our Discord, and I was like, at first I was like, what is this? And then as you got into it, I was like, what? Like, that is ridiculous. Like that's even possible. So I mean, I think this is technology we're going to see implemented into VR games going forward. I mean, it's just the possibilities are endless. You know, we already are starting to get ultra realistic avatars and stuff like that. If we can get some crazy realistic avatars plus this kind of interaction back and forth with voice recognition and stuff, and still one of the coolest avatars I've seen was inside Lo-Fi in that one bathroom where they used the mocap capture and stuff. And I forget what character that was from a TV show or movie, but it was really cool. And the first time I saw it, I was like, what? Like, and they was talking to me, and I was like, man, this, like, the facial, the way it's moving, it was really cool. So
and, yeah. And if this finds its way, our video finds its way back to the Modbox dev, hit us up, because I would.
Yeah, I would love to try that. Yeah. So gaming science teacher said it was a dev who works on Modbox by Alien Trap Games. So thanks for that info. That's really cool.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. Like, that's the kind of stuff that, like, you experience and gives you goosebumps, because you're just like you said, you know, from Lo-Fi, it's like you second guess it. Like,
I was like, what? You talking to me? Like, it's pretty cool. So Les Marswick said Modbox was my favorite VR app back in 2016. I've never done anything with Modbox before or anything.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
no, I know it's been around for a long time, but no, I haven't either. But yeah,
pretty awesome.
All right, man. I think we've been running long enough. I don't know if you guys want to listen to us BS anymore and our talkers, but exactly. And I'm out of coffee, so
I'm still working on mine. I'm loving it.
Are you good?
That's awesome, man. So many people bought us a coffee today. That was so awesome.
Dude,
I mean, the super chats,
and it worked.
Buymeacoffee.com. I'm so glad that the thing worked. We got to move some stuff around for when we get a super chat and somebody buys us a coffee. But the buy us a coffee thing will be something that we'll be utilizing for a long time. I think it fits perfect with the channel. We love coffee. We're glad that you guys have donated. It means so much. We're able to get some more things to give away. I think we're gonna do a giveaway for Quest 2. I don't know if I should say that right now, but we don't know the logistics of how we're gonna do it yet. But we think we want to
giveaways for you guys. That's all. That's literally all we want to do. We really just want to give stuff away. We love it.
Yeah, for sure. Arthur Knox,
man. Cheers.
My first vote is for Wolvraza.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He's actually. I've talked a little bit back and forth with him. He's got plans for doing a YouTube channel, and he's going to be doing stuff a little bit different than other people too. And I'm excited to see where he goes with it. You know, the community is awesome. So, you know, a lot of us kind of work together on our channels. We help each other out. You know, I mean, we've had a ton of help from people like GT, MRTV, Tyrell Wood. I mean, there's so many people that have come on the show, and just, it's a great community. We all help each other out. We all support each other. It's not like some other communities where it's like cutthroat, like, oh, you're my competition. That's not really how it seems to be in VR. We all, you know, Anthony from VR365, and just so many people that have done I mean, we just all work together. I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
so
we're just players, man. That's all we are. I mean, we just love playing games in VR. I mean, we were sold the minute we got into it. So and that's awesome. Just like Tyrell, man. We played with him for how long?
Yeah, we played with him before we ever even really talked to him. We played with him in Contractors. We played with him, and what was the standout? The other standout game that they? I can't think of the name now. The Big War.
Why is it escaping me?
Yeah.
Why is it escaping
the Big
me
War
right
game, like bigger scale war game. We played that with him.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's cool. It's an awesome community. So thank you so much for the super chats. We got some big plans for some giveaway stuff down the road. We love doing the giveaways. So yeah, check those out. And keep an eye out for some videos this week. I'm going to hopefully do some more vlog style stuff. Let me know what you guys think of that. Watch the video. Give me some feedback. And hopefully I can maintain my voice. For some reason, I don't know if it's a medication or what, but towards the end of the day, my voice kind of disappears. So I'll probably try to do more stuff in the mornings and stuff. But like Susan Cottrell said, don't forget to hit that like button. It means a lot. Comments, likes, subscribes definitely helps us out. Let's get to that 6K. It'll be our next big turning point. So.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine 6K and then 10.
Yeah,
maybe
10 will be a big one for us. That'll be cool, I think.
Do it, man. I know.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, guys, let's roll. We got to get out of here. If I have any extra time, I'm going to play something. I miss it, man. I miss playing. I have to get the car done, but I need to play. I have to.
Population 1 Thursday. Let's try to get a stream going on Population 1 Thursday.
Thursday too. Yeah, for sure.
That'll hopefully be the plan. So.
Yep.
Yep.
War Dust. Boom. There you go. All
War
right.
Dust. Yeah, that's what it was.
On that note,
yep.
we are
Somebody
out of here.
always.
We'll see you back
somebody
here.
Always
We'll see you in
chat.
VR. Somebody in chat. Chat, we love you guys.
Yeah, thank you so
glad
much.
you're here live with us too.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all the donations. It's huge.
Yep.
It means a lot. You guys are awesome. Been great support. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, private messaging me when I was sick. People that had similar issues that I've had that have experienced what I did, giving me tips. It's just thank you so much. Truly means the world to us. So, and that's it. I'm gonna get out of here.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on Saturday.
See ya.
Later.